We are in the age of quick commerce where consumers want everything right now. From groceries to gadgets, they don't want to wait. But faster deliveries is not just about a delivery executive riding faster bikes. There's serious behind the scene muscle that's required, and that has created the need for hubs where packages fly in, get sorted and head out for delivery all under one roof. It's not just convenience, it's a whole new logistics game. And a new entrant into this game is airport ground and cargo handling player AISATS. It's a 50-50 joint venture between Air India and Singapore Airport Terminal Services Limited. AISATS inaugurated its first ever logistics park at the Bengaluru Airport. The facility, spread across 8 acres, is situated 3 kilometers away from the cargo terminal. So we are at the AISATS Logistics Park at Bangalore Airport, and with me is Ramana R, the Chief Executive Officer of AISATS. Ramana, thank you very much for speaking to CNBC-TV18. Let me start by asking you about what is a logistics park. Explain to us and to our viewers, why should like a FedEx, a DHL or any other courier company come to a logistics park?
Okay, as the name suggests, it's a park. It's a place where the community can coexist. You can have shippers here, importers, exporters. You have a bonded warehouse. You have customs agents who can be here as well. Small, medium enterprises can have a warehousing space as well. And there are a few advantages of being in a logistic park. One is, of course, the proximity to the cargo terminal operations in the airport. We are just some 3 kilometers away from the CTO. And the other thing is the proximity to the national highway, which means your cargo can come in from various parts of India quite easily. At the same time, import cargoes also can go out from here, from a, let's say if you have a distribution center, it can be easily distributed from here to the other parts of India quite easily.
Working in a logistics park versus working individually, how much time could one save approximately?
Approximately, I would say by and large about 30% you should be able to save easily, because we are going to provide skilled manpower, equipment, as well as even possibility of providing training.
Which is what I was coming to, my next question.
Yes.
Apart from providing the infrastructure, the space, the facilities, what services are you providing?
Okay, first and foremost, when they coexist here, multiple players are coexisting, they have several advantages. One is the safety and security. It will be centrally managed by us, which means they don't have to worry about it. It becomes a shared cost for them. Secondly, is your utilities, your unlimited power supply, your internet connectivity. We can even provide an AI-based, cloud-based cargo management system for them if they want. Apart from that, we will also provide shuttling services to move the cargo to and fro from the cargo terminal operations, which is at the airport. So all these are value-added services we can provide from here.
Okay. Ramana, let me ask you, from being a typical airport services operator, ground handling and cargo at the airport, to launching a logistics park, what was the idea behind this? What motivated you, and why Bangalore?
Okay, great question. Thanks for the question. First and foremost, I think the logistic industry in India is rapidly growing. Right, the cargo market is booming, the air freight especially. And we know that currently it's quite unstructured, the way the infrastructure, the warehouses and the spaces are currently present in India near the airports. But if we bring in a very structured approach towards it, have logistic park, and the government is pushing for this, multimodal cargo hubs, that's the next thing that's coming up, where you want to connect the road, railway and the air freight networks together. So that is the space where we can really value add, where the government is trying to push the cost of logistics from somewhere 14% of the GDP to about 9% in future. That will make India very competitive in how you move the cargo in and out of India as well. So I think that is where we, even though we were providing ground services in the airport, we thought, hey, there's a lot of opportunity in the logistics space, which is an adjacent business.
Many takers, since e-commerce is booming, there is so much buying happening, import, export happening.
Exactly, as I said,
so
the market
there are a lot of takers.
There are a lot of takers, So when we provide a modern, state-of-the-art infrastructure with multiple facilities and services, it becomes easier for these players to move in and make use of our services and space.
How affordable it is going to be for them?
It will be very affordable. Like I say, a lot of your overheads and shared services is shared. the cost becomes shared.
Oh.
If imagine you have your own facility, everybody has their own facility, then you have to bear the cost of safety, bear the cost of security, bear the cost of utilities, bear the cost of other essential services. But here, it's all shared between all the players. They just need to focus on their core business, which is moving the cargo.
Correct. So just a follow-up on the cost.
Yes.
If a freight forwarder was incurring 1,000 rupees by doing business individually, when they come here, what would the cost be?
The cost, I believe they would at least save 30%.
30% of the
Yep.
costs.
Yep.
So which big players have come here already?
Okay, just to give you a number, we have about 65 spaces here in this double-storied warehouse.
Okay.
Below are the smaller spaces.
Okay.
We are here, up here, we have all the bigger spaces here. We have FedEx on board with us. DHL has moved in, DB Schenker, Blue Dart, Kuehne+Nagel, all the big names,
All the
you
big
name it,
names
they are
are
there.
here.
Yeah, they are here.
As India sees a rise in smaller businesses in exporting and importing goods, it is clear that logistics parks can't just cater to the big players. Many smaller enterprises that need spaces to pack and transfer their shipments struggle with high rental costs. AISATS claims to have designed a flexible and innovative solution to support businesses of all sizes.
This is where, if you look around, there are some 55 small warehouse spaces, starting from about 1,000 square feet.
Okay.
So this is where the small, medium enterprises can actually take up for rental on a monthly basis for their storage.
Okay. And when we say small and medium enterprises, who are we talking about?
Okay, let's say you have small-time traders or mango traders, for instance.
Okay.
So here you have a cold storage facility as well, which can store up to about 2 degrees.
Yeah.
They can just store here temporarily when they need, as and when required, and just pay for that facility for that period.
Okay.
So it facilitates the small enterprises so that they don't have to rent a huge space in the city and spend on it on a monthly basis. Only as and when required, they can store it here and move it out or export it out.
Okay.
If somebody wants to avail our manpower to just move it out to the cargo terminal, because we are going to provide this shuttling service between the warehouse and the cargo terminal, right? So let's say somebody
So
stores
the transport will be yours?
Yes, we will provide.
Okay.
So we can
So
extend
they
that
just have to bother about their products.
Exactly.
A big advantage at AISATS Logistics Park is the bonded warehouse. This lets businesses store goods without paying customs duties right away, which helps them save money. It is especially useful for valuable products or imports waiting to clear customs.
This is the public bonded warehouse, about 11,000 square feet of area that we have for this purpose.
Okay. So who are the people, who are the shippers who basically store their products here?
Okay, for instance, if you're importing high value products or electronic goods, for which you need to pay duty if you were to take it out of the cargo terminal, right? So instead of paying high storage fees there, if you're going to take some time to clear your duty and clear your goods, you can bring it here in a bonded truck and keep it in this bonded facility, which is secured until the customs is cleared, or you can even do deferred payment or partial withdrawal of the shipment. Whereas in a cargo terminal, you have to withdraw all at one go. Whereas here, you can keep it, do partial withdrawal, pay duty for those goods that you are withdrawing and move it from here. And eventually you will have a racking system, which means we can double the capacity.
AISATS has invested 200 crores to build this logistics park and plans to expand if there is a growing demand. But that's not all. The company is also developing a cargo terminal and logistics park at the upcoming Jewar Airport, and India's growing passenger traffic and cargo volumes means increased business for players like AISATS.
Well, as we all know, India is growing, right? In the logistics sector is booming. Cargo, air freight cargo is growing. Bangalore already saw 500,000 metric tons last FY, and they want to reach 1 million metric tons in the next 5 years. So everywhere in the main cities in India, it's growing.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity for us
You know,
to
the
be.
growth that we've seen in aviation, the traffic growth, the flights, the aircraft,
Yeah.
how has it translated for AISATS?
Well, you see, we are a ground service provider. If the number of aircraft go up, the
Yeah.
number of passengers go up.
Exactly.
The passengers we handle,
Exactly, yeah.
the amount of cargo in the belly of
Yes.
the aircraft that it carries also goes up. So we are also in the
Naturally.
cargo handling space. So
Yeah.
it's a happy problem. Currently, we are only in a few stations for ground handling. Right? We are only in 5 stations. We are in Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Trivandrum, and Mangalore. The volume that we handle will really grow exponentially if we get into new stations. But that is through a tendering process, and now more and more airports are becoming privatized. When they become privatized, that's when private players like us also can enter. So that's when you will see a real growth in the numbers, until which it will be nominal growth of 5 to 10% depending on the airlines that are putting on more flights.
So which are the potential opportunities now that you're seeing in the country?
Well, there are a couple of new tenders that have come out, still pending outcomes. One is Kolkata for cargo terminal. One is Cochin for ground handling. And there are a few more new tenders that are coming up.
Thank you for speaking to CNBC TV18. All the best.
Thank you so much. We hope to continue to grow in India as much as we can.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Yeah,
That was R. Ramana, the CEO of AISATS.